Hi everyone, peace be with all of us. Today, this is Hillary, your all-around social sciences area study student, and in this video, we will tour you to some of the heritage sites and tourist spots in Manila. Yeah. So the details for the of this heritage tour will be on the description. Please check it out. And then do not worry because the analysis for this will be at the latter part or at the last part, so please enjoy and appreciate the sceneries and the infrastructures and also some of the information that will be shared. That will be shared, some of it in the first part and in the middle part, something like that. So it will be just like that. And without further ado, let's get this started.
becoming a kingdom, it became a seat of colonial power for the Spanish. It's about around 333 years. For the Americans, they also had this place, and up until the World War II by the 1945. This had so many layers of history with it, and if you can just see the parts of the walls, some of it seems to be broken, or some, like, you can imagine these might be the bullet holes, or like some artillery damages that it once had. So at least we're seeing it, and because of the Battle of Manila, careful. Manila, as in even outside Intramuros, Manila is said to be the second most devastated city in the world. Although you can much say that almost everything in Intramuros was destroyed, a lot of portions of the city of Manila that we now have were actually kind of spared, or at least okay. But Intramuros was terribly damaged, that we only had the San Agustin Church as the
Picture natin to. Pasig River side, Pasig River side. So we need better urban planning, mga mi. May mga kalat din.
The very center of the Intramuros is just a walking distance away. Fort Santiago, just right there. We also passed by in it, but its riverside is just a bit right there, and that's the mouth of the river. Manila Bay is also just by there, and there's the pier as well. And with this kind of setup, so this city, the Pasig City or Tigas that we have at the moment, Mandaluyong, and all that, it's all because of this waterway. And here, in terms of development, here in the very place that we're standing on and what we're looking at across,
I see.
We have now the Binondo, San Nicolas area, which was the shipbuilding area. And then, of course, it's called the Santa Cruz area. Yan. In terms of bakit our pre-colonial ancestors already had centuries worth of trading multinationally. Given that, surely there had been some traders as well who settled here for business purposes, because this is a center point, this is a cultural melting pot already, even before the Spanish came in. And so there had been a lot of Filipino, Chinese settlers already here in the area. And with that came the intimidation, or like kind of the Spanish people in power felt a bit intimidated because of the numbers. And of course, numbers can really dethrone or overpower these so-called colonial powers. And with that, yeah, there are designed walls as well. And in terms of, they had to be situated across the river because of that. Because there's a river,
mga Chinese.
it's a
Yung parang
much more physical
sila ng
obstruction
mga
for them
Spaniards
to
din.
not
Oh,
try
parang
to
tawag na
conquer this place, not to become the new lords of the area. And eventually, since
Niresettle nila?
technically they have no choice, they have to live there, their businesses also thrive there because they are craftsmen, they are businessmen. That is why we now have the thriving Binondo, and eventually later on we'll discuss further about Escolta. And because of the businesses thriving here, and it is one of the first ones that had like their banks and all the beautiful banks that we can visit or like look into later are just there. The financial institutions started and bloomed in this area across the river, and as well with it is its architecture. Beautiful.
After 2 hours of walking.
So guys, tapos na yung James Walk Manila tour.
Bye-bye.
For the analysis part, I hope a lot have reached or have come this far. So we'll just make it really quick. I just have 3 points. So the first one is that if you appreciate the what you see from this video or from the virtual tour, then please be informed that there will be like a planned Pasig River Expressway that will stretch from like how many kilometers, and that will make a lot of pollution aside from like the air pollution, but also the noise pollution. It makes us think of a better one, right? But if these barracks will push through, not only the quality of life will be affected, but also the life underwater. You know, there are already a lot of garbages there, but at least they were reduced significantly. Yeah, but if these products or the Pasig River Expressway will really push through, you might not be able to like at least experience or walk there if you still haven't, like if this push through in the future. So for the next one is the walkability. So this is also the one of the goals of the women on the move. Like it was named Jane's Walk after Jane Jacobs, an urbanist. Like she has like a theory that people should walk and people should connect with other people through walking, and the city should be fun. The city should be like conducive for walking, like that, for socializing. Yeah, so the walkability in around Manila or around that area is not so good, but at least we can still go where we want, but it's just it will be somewhat hard. Yeah, so we need to push for better urban planning. We need to like support better urban planning, guys, such that the walkways, the roads, the sidewalks will be conducive for walking, and for even the ones who want to bike. Yeah. And the last one is the appreciation of Pasig and the Pasig River, and also the Manila Cathedral, or any churches in particular, since we already know that the Spaniards, the colonizers, there is really a substantial evidence. They were able to find like some artifacts, or around the churches or under somewhere there. Maybe I'll tackle that on the next vlog regarding this heritage tour. So since we already know that the churches were like the place where our ancestors' palaces, the power was located, then we could appreciate it more. And because on my side, since like I was reading history and all the atrocities that happened during the colonial periods, then I have some negative, back then I have some, not really, some a little bit negative view, or maybe just the feeling that those big infrastructures are like a symbol that we've been colonized, that we've been subdued. But now that that I'm aware that this had been the area of where the central power back then stood, then I could like imagine what could have been, and like at least I could still feel that something stood here that is really like contrary to what the Spaniards are saying, that we are not civilized like that. They just want to justify their actions, something like that. And what else? The appreciation of the Pasig River, because yeah, so the Pasig was like used as roads, actually, like water roads, because it's like in the mouth of the Manila Bay, so boats and ships will be able to uh, go inside Manila, farther Manila, because of the Pasig. And it's like back then the river was also used for transportation, as an alternative transportation. But now, although it's still being used, but it's not being maximized. And because of that, people may have like lesser positive, or like lesser connection with the river, because in our class it was said that if people like usually use the river like for crossing, then they would not like, they would discourage, or they would be vigilant against against throwing garbages in the river, to the river, like that. Yeah, I think that's just it. Thank you for watching. If you still haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and if you like more of videos like this, then please comment it in the comment section. Please tell me, and also please tell me what other videos do you want me to show or do. Yeah, ayan, I guess that's it. It's a little bit chaotic, but yeah, thank you so much.